Hello, everyone out there. Hello, all you beautiful, wonderful souls out there. Hello, hello. It's morning for me. I don't know what time it is for you, but I wish you a good day, rest of your day, whatever time of day it is for you. Unless we're going to do a you versus them reading. By the way, this is Sherry at Soul Conscious Tarot. So the way we do these readings is we do, we get person A's energy, person B's energy, the connecting energy, and then we'll go on from there. So we have person A, then we have person B, then the energy between them that's connecting them right now. So the energy person A is sitting in, the energy person B is sitting in, and then the connecting energy. I might need to boost my camera up just a hair to see if I can give myself just a little more room here. See if we can get a little more room. I want to make sure I can get everything in. Okay, so then now we're going to get person A, how they're feeling about the connection, what they're thinking and feeling about the connection, and how person B is feeling and thinking about the connection right now. The connection in general. This is the connection in general. Now, how person A is feeling and how person A is feeling about person B. How is person A feeling about person B? How is person B feeling right now about person A? See, I thought I'd have enough room, and I may not. Isn't that interesting? And these are small cards. I'd hate to think if I would have brought a bigger deck than this. Okay. So the two middle cards are how each person, the obstacle each person needs to overcome right now, the hurdle, so to speak, for each person right now that they're trying to overcome or get through past whatever. So let's see here. What can we do to get this? I really want to get more in the view here. Okay, I think that will get everything for us before we start flipping all these cards over. Make sure we have enough space for them all. Okay, so person A's energy. This is the energy they're sitting in right now. Person A is sitting in the Ace of Pentacles. Interesting enough, this was one of the main things that came up in this 72-hour reading that I just did, that posted before this you versus them reading, the last video that I did. And I feel like as soon as I turned that over, I was like, okay, that person is feeling that energy. So whether you resonate with A or B, you'll know as the reading goes on. And if you do not resonate with either A or B, feel free to go out and look at some of my other readings and see, what you're drawn to. But with person A sitting in the Ace of Pentacles, I'm really feeling that they are in a new energy. They are in a very new energy. They are looking for new opportunities and new beginnings, new opportunities, new beginning, something that will be long lasting, something that is, how do I want to put this? I feel like something that will flourish. Okay, they're looking for opportunities in their life that will flourish, and so that's the energy, the overall energy that they're in. They're being drawn toward things that they feel are going to be abundant, that are going to flourish, that are going to produce abundance in some way. So it's a very positive mindset. I do like that energy for person A. So person B, ooh, look at this. Look at this. Both people are in very beautiful energy. Person B's energy overall is the sun. This is someone who is very optimistic, very, very optimistic right now. They're when it comes to life and the connection in general, this, in overall, this person is just in a very, that's what I keep getting, a very positive, optimistic state of mind right now, which is good, because both people are in a very, very positive mindset and energy. And I almost am feeling almost a very similar vibrational match between the two people, which is very good if you're looking for, if you're I'm guessing most of you that would come to a you versus them, there's something going on in the connection and you're here to inquire about that. But if for either person, if your person B inquiring about person A, then understand that person A is in the mindset that they are ready to have a new beginning, and whether that's a new beginning with person B or just a new beginning, they're looking for to start anew. So that's like if there's been any difficulty in this relationship or situationship or whatever it may have you be, friendship, because it doesn't have to be romantic, but whatever this connection is, they're wanting to kind of let's say, hey, I'm willing to put, person A is like, hey, I'm willing to put things in the past and do, start over again, or do something differently that's going to be more productive. I'm looking at something that, I want to have something new, whether that be with person B or something else outside of it. They're looking for something that is going to bear fruit in their life, that's going to be abundant, that's going to lead to something abundant. So, but they're optimistic about the both people have this optimism about them that's coming through to me. That's why I said I feel like there's a similar energy here, because I feel like both people have this, I'm getting this energy of optimism, just in slightly different ways. And person B with the sun is definitely like, as far as the connection, they're feeling person A is somebody that they feel like that brings light in their life, so they're very optimistic, like they do want person A in their life. They do see person A as someone that brings light to their life in some way. And I feel like person A does see the potential, and I think that's why the Ace of Pentacles is here for them. I think that they see potential for something stable, for a stable beginning in some way, whatever that may look like for them. So let's get person A. This is how person A is feeling about the connection specifically right now. So see, they're optimistic. See, I told you, I feel like both people have an optimistic energy right now. Both people are hopeful, have an optimistic energy, willing, like, hey, I'm willing to I kind of said that with that Ace of Pentacles. Person A is in this energy of letting bygones be bygones, just let's start. I want to start something new, whether that's with person B or elsewhere. I'm ready to get past whatever has occurred and have this new beginning, whatever that may be. Okay. So person B, the way they're feeling and thinking about the connection right now is temperance. Okay. They feel like they need to be patient. I'm feeling, I am also feeling that they're waiting for the right opportunity or timing to be right to try and balance something out. So this can be a card of bringing things together, because we have the shadow and the light aspects here, and it might be because there is this integration and shift going on, and we do look at this. There's the sun peeking through down here, pretty brightly. There's the sun peeking out, but there's also the moon. So there's that light. There's all this light and shadow going on. So I feel like person B has had a shift. I feel like both people have had this shift in looking at things, where I feel like I feel like person A may be just a little bit farther along in their timeline on their shift than person B is. And I feel like person B is being guided by their intuition to kind of say, wait, it's the time's not quite right yet for, you know, moving past whatever, whatever the situation was that, brought, that the reason why this reading is occurring for the collective that I'm tapping into is that I feel that person B is aware within something within them that is saying, hey, the timing's not quite right. They're still settling the dust on their shift of whatever has shifted for them, but they are aware like that they do want to, that person A is someone of importance to them, but they don't, I feel like they don't exactly, are not ready to come in and have like the conversation yet, if that makes sense. It's kind of that. It's like the feelings are there, they have the intention, but they're just not ready to take action yet. Their intuition is saying, hey, we're not quite ready yet. Just give us a moment here, to let things kind of integrate, to let things settle, to figure some things out before we collect ourselves a bit before we approach this. So the way person A is feeling right now about person B, specific about person B, whoever this is to you, or whoever, depending on you whether you're A or B, but the way person A is feeling currently about person B is the Page of Swords. So I'm really focused in. Interesting enough, I was drawn to these two little blue jays that are sitting here on the end of this sword. And so I feel like it's on almost like person A is a little bit irritated at person B over something. And and it's like I almost feel, interesting enough, I almost feel like person B might, and you see me like chuckling, that person B might have a tendency to make light heart of serious things, to make light of stuff that to person A is very serious. And person B may, like when person A is trying to approach person B and say, about a serious topic, or have a conversation about something serious, person B may shove it off, or, make light of it or joke around, and not be serious. And I think that kind of irritates a person B at times, um, because just of the way this guy's face is, and he's like holding that sword, and it's almost like he's a little bit irritated. It's like I'm trying to have a conversation here. I'm trying to discuss something here. And these birds are just playing on the sword. It's like, I can't get my point across. I can't point the sword because these birds are on my sword, and I can't point the sword across. I can't get my point across because of the distractions. Isn't that interesting how that came through? So person B, the way person B is feeling right now about person A. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Hierophant. So they're really person, I think person B has woken up in some degree of realizing, hey, as I said with the sun, I really feel like person B is really coming to a full understanding that they want person A in their life. That person A brings person B a lot of happiness, a lot of joy, a lot of light. Okay, and they're realizing this, and they're realizing the value and importance of person A. Like, I think it's really hitting home for them, but they don't know how to. And I think this is why the Temperance card is coming out when it comes to the connection overall for them, is person B is not sure what the future is going to look like, or how to bring that forward in the connection to solidify it, or to express how they feel, or to find a way that there will be this longevity around the connection. And even if you're just friends, of making sure it's like, I maybe need to watch, it's kind of like being, saying, if they did something that caused this, especially since I see person A feeling kind of a little bit irritated, a little bit with person B, if they person B may be aware that they might have some foibles that do irritate person A, and they're like, I maybe need to think some things through about how I approach or how I do things when it comes to this relationship and person A. So really, it's really it really is beautiful. It really is. It's beautiful. So if you're person A and you're the person coming to this reading and a little bit irritated with your person or the person you're coming here for, just know that they are trying to make some shifts and some changes to try and make this work. Okay. You may not be aware of that yet, but this is an internal thing going on within them, which is why you're not aware of it yet. They're not ready to bring things to the table to quite maybe address some of those things yet. There's still a internal process going on within them, but it is something that I feel is their intention that they want to do. I do feel that very strongly, okay, that they do want to bring this together and solidify it in some way. So the connecting energy between the two is the Knight of Pentacles. And I love two things here. So if you look at this card, well, so first we have the Knight is going toward, from person B toward person A. And I feel like that's the case, is that person B does want to travel toward person A, and person B does want to bring this new information that they found into the connection to person A once they figure out how to, because they do want to have this solid, but what is the Knight of Pentacles? It's the slowest moving knight of the deck, but it is the one that crosses the finish line. It is the one that's sure and steady and true, the one that is going to build something that's going to be long lasting. And that's what person B wants to do. They're figuring out, okay, what do I need to do to make this work, to make, so that we can have this longevity and this connection, whether it be a friendship or a partnership or situationship, romantic, whatever it is for you both. So the other thing that I kind of chuckled at, look at this. So there's this little bunny down here hiding. Okay, let me see if I can get these cards so that you can see them both. There's a little bunny down here hiding. There's a little bunny over here. There's a squirrel up in the tree. There's a little squirrel here. Isn't that funny? So it's like, and this is the pinnacle, this is the pinnacle he's carrying. He's carrying his pinnacle. So it's like because when I first turned that Ace of Pentacles over, I said that I felt like this was strongly connecting to the 72-hour reading that I just previously did. And this truly is the case, because I feel like person B has become aware of new opportunity, like new resources around them as they're trying to shift and change to make this connection work. Or looking at themselves. They're going within and looking at, themselves, which is great, to figure out, okay, what do I need to shift within me, to bring this about? What can I be accountable for? What can I hold myself accountable for to bring to this connection? And so that's what I get with the squirrel and the rabbit. Also, the great thing about like the rabbit's hair, they're a symbol of good luck, of good luck. And that's what this person is hoping. And one of the things in that 72-hour reading is the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune and the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles came out in that, as the main energy in that reading. And here I feel like, there's this, they're hoping that they can make this work, that they can bring an offer to you, because that's what they're doing. They're bringing an offer to, or not to you, but to person A. Person B is hoping to bring an offer to person A that they're hoping that will be substantial enough for them to want to continue to build with them. Okay, so let's get into the obstacles each person needs, the hurdle that each person may be faced with at this time when it comes to this connection or bringing this connection together. So person A, okay, it's been a long battle. I think that the hurdle that person A needs to get over is this irritation, okay, being irritated, trying to find, even though it might be difficult, because I feel like this is that difficult, like they get frustrated at their person, they get irritated, they get frustrated at, they're, and that came up very strongly here for me, that they get very irritated and frustrated at times with person B. And so that has been wearing on them, and that's something that they have to release and let go of if they want to have this new beginning, that is going to be long lasting with person B. If person B is somebody that they truly want to have a relationship with, a connection with in some way, because this can be, like I said, this can be a friend or a boss or a coworker. It's saying you have to let go of that irritation and frustration, because all it's doing is putting a damper on the relationship. Because what does the nine of wands becomes the 10 of wands. It becomes such a burden that you can't bear it anymore, and you want to move on. So you have to let go of that. Person A has to let go of that, even though they're ready for this new beginning. And it's probably they're ready for something to shift and change, because they are almost at that point, that breaking point. And they're aware of that something needs to change. And that's why they're ready they're in this energy of wanting something different, wanting something new. And I think that person B is well aware of that. And I think that's why person B is going through and doing the internal work to say, in looking at themselves and saying, what can I do to shift things in this connection, to change something, to make this work, because I don't want to lose person A in my life. Okay. Or they're seeing the value, person B is definitely seeing the value of person A in their life, and they don't want to lose that value. So even if it's like a coworker or a boss, so if it's just like a boss situation, like if person B is the boss of person A, for instance, person A is getting frustrated with their job and getting a little bit irritated with their job or with their boss. And so the bosses recognize, hey, person A is a valuable employee. I can't lose them. I can't stand to lose them. What do I need to do differently? What can I offer them? What can I bring to them to change their mindset, to change the fact that they want to leave? Okay, so that'll give you a good scenario or analogy of how this can play out in what dynamic in whatever relationship that you're coming to the table for. So person B, the hurdle that they need to jump over right now is this. Okay, so this they need to ground. They have this, they have a lot of visions that they're having of the way they want things to play out, but those are not grounded. Okay, with the 10 of Cups coming out here, it's very dreamy energy. It's very it is very optimistic energy. It's very hopeful, optimistic energy. It's rainbows and butterflies, but you have to cement that. We can dream and hope all day long, but unless we do something in the real world to bring that about, to make this 10 of Cups into the 10 of Pentacles and ground it, then it's only going to be, like a dream, a wish. It's not going to be a reality. It's when it goes from Cups to Pentacles that it becomes reality. So the hurdle that person B needs to get over is they need to actually bring something solid. And they are aware of that. They need to bring an offer. They do, but right now they're going through an internal process, and their intuition is telling them with the Temperance card. Let me see if I can shift these over, because the light's getting just right where it's getting a little bit of glare. There, now you can see everything a little bit better. So they're going through this, person B is definitely going through this internal process, or their internal guidance is telling them right now not to not to come forward, but they have to be careful that they don't wait too long, because as I said, the Knight of Pentacles can be a very slow energy. So they could think that they have all the time. With this Ten of Cups, they could think that they have all the time in the world. They could get caught up in dreaming about the connection or dreaming about what they want to do and not take action, or be very too slow to take action, that they lose the opportunity. Okay, so that's the hurdle that person B needs to overcome at this time. So that's where I'm going to wrap this up. I am going to say I want to say thank you to all my subscribers out there and all my viewers, new and old alike. I'm so blessed with all of you, and I thank you all so much for supporting my channel in every way that you do. Am going to make a note that I am traveling over I'm keep putting this out there because I don't know what new people are coming to these readings, that I'm traveling over the next few months throughout Europe. And so I don't know what situations I'm going to find myself in as far as internet connections or places to actually do readings like this. I don't know where, if I'll have space or time or privacy to do them. So please bear with me. I'm putting out content when I am able, as much as I'm able to while I'm traveling. So just be aware that if you're a new person coming to the channel, feel free to please still subscribe and stay tuned through everything. One of the things I did put out on my community page, a link to my personal YouTube page, where I'm putting some of the stuff, the videos I'm putting together of my trip and things that I'm doing and seeing. So, feel free to go check that out as well, just for fun, so people can my subscribers and some of my more devoted subscribers can, because they knew I had this trip coming up, and so they could see what I'm doing, because of course, they're not linked to me in any other ways. So feel free to go check that out if you want as well. I thank you all so much. Oh, I do want to mention one last final note. During this trip, just recently, I did a workshop where I became certified as a Palawa energy healer. So I am now certified to do Palawa energy healing sessions. So if you are interested in that, some way allures you, or you're drawn to that in some way, please use my email address and reach out to me, and I'll try and shoot you some information. Again, though, be aware that I am traveling, so I may not be in situations where I can get back to you right away, and I may not be able to do a session right away because, again, I have to have the space to do it, the time and the space to do it, especially if there's time differences involved. I can do it remotely, but there's some particulars that go into that I need the right environment to do those. So please be patient there. But if you're interested, I will, I will get you information on it, and we can work on trying to find a way to do those sessions for you if you're interested. So thank you all so much. I wish you the very best from the bottom of my heart. Much harmony and gratitude to you, my friends.